Good morning. This is Ron. It is Monday, March 26th. Welcome to Story Time. And this is the Storytime Extra, and today I'm reading from an issue of Popular Mechanics magazine. There's 3 articles, actually 4, that I'm going to be reading. One about skyscraper construction, then biofuel, and 2 reviews of automobiles. So, first one is the new skyscraper construction. When construction on Seattle's Rainier Square Tower tops out in fall 2019, it will be the city's second tallest building and the only one shaped like a high-heeled boot. But among builders, it's a revolutionary proof of concept for the steel wall core technology supporting the 58 purportedly earthquake-resistant stories. The new core construction goes up in half the time of traditional reinforced concrete and consists of 2 half-inch steel plates, a story tall, spaced 24 inches apart, and connected with rods running between them. Concrete is then poured into the 2-foot gap, with the steel acting as permanent forms. Since the 1980s, the cores that brace a building and connect floors, they surround stairwells, elevator banks, and bathrooms, have been built by pouring concrete into story-high wooden forms filled with steel rebar. This requires waiting 3 or 4 days until each floor is set before beginning the next, and dictates the pace of construction. The steel walls cost the same, but go up in about a day. This will cut Rainier Square's tower build time from 22 to 13 months and has the construction world watching and waiting to see if the claims are true. Biofuel inspired by beer. At most gas stations, you're pumping fuel with a 10% mix of ethanol made from fermenting the sugars in corn. The biofuel blend reduces greenhouse gases, but it can slowly corrode your engine and blends poorly at higher ratios. Butanol is an ideal addition to gasoline. It's easy on your engine and blends better. However, it's more expensive to manufacture. But researchers at the University of Bristol in the United Kingdom have developed a catalyst, a substance that speeds up chemical reactions, that turns ethanol into butanol using beer, also made of fermented sugars, as their model. Professor Duncan Wass says his group wanted to find a catalyst that worked with the ethanol fermentation broth, an early step in ethanol production, because it would be significantly cheaper to convert to butanol. But the mixture of ethanol, water, and unfermented sugars contains other chemicals that can potentially stop the catalyst. When they attempted to buy broth to test their catalyst, they found prohibitive health and safety restrictions. Our industry partners said, "Why don't you try beer? It's literally the same mix of ethanol, water, and unfermented sugars," said Wass. The team then successfully used the catalyst to convert a pale lager, an IPA, and a Belgian ale into butanol. For the record, says Wass, no beer will be wasted in industrial applications of the catalyst. And then the next one is called Road Tested, and it is reviews of the 2018 Toyota Camry and the 2018 Honda Accord. I was at a party talking to a guy who's a partner in a huge Toyota dealership. I asked him how the new Camry is doing. Quote, "I've never seen Camrys moving like this," unquote, he said. Quote, "And I've been in this business 19 years," unquote. He paused. Quote, "We're allocated 4 XSEs. We're getting them in soon," unquote. He said it in the way a Ford dealer might talk about Shelby GT350s. This is the hot metal right now. Don't scoff. Toyota bet big on the new Camry, sending America's best-selling car in a whole new direction. Camry is synonymous with staid reliability, but the new one offers dominant notes of style and performance. And why not? Why can't a car be sensible and interesting at the same time? Reliability and style needn't be mutually exclusive. I drove one of the aforementioned XSEs, the sporty branch of the Camry family, decked out with bigger wheels and a mesh grille. The designer's directive was to make sure that you could distinguish it from the other trims from 200 yards away. Mine was outfitted with a leather interior, a conceit that in prior Camrys would have come off like Mark Zuckerberg wearing Eddie Murphy's red suit from Delirious. But this particular Camry has a 301 horsepower, 3.5-liter V6, and an 8-speed transmission. It's low. It snarls. Even the 4-cylinder packs a minimum of 203 horsepower. This Camry can get away with red leather. And the next one is a 2018 Honda Accord. Oh, it's so good. When Honda's on its game, it creates cars that combine engineering excellence, sound math, with a bounty of subjective rewards. With the new Accord, you get up to 38 miles per gallon and also a steering wheel that has just the right diameter and padding. You get 273 foot-pound of torque, and the turbo makes fun noises when it blows off excess boost. There's a Brainiac 10-speed automatic that can execute instant 4-gear downshifts. There's also an available short-throw 6-speed manual. This is the genius of the Accord. It appeals for plenty of rational, intellectual reasons, but it also activates the lizard brain pleasure center. It's fun, a family car that can make your commute and your life a little saucier, especially with the 2.0-liter turbo 4-cylinder, basically the Civic Type R engine with a smaller turbo. Gas it off the line with the 10-speed, and the Accord wants to lay rubber in the first 3 gears. The hybrid, however, has no transmission. It uses electric motors and a high-capacity lock-up clutch, like in a Regera. In either Accord, the sleek new roofline says Audi A7. The soundtrack says Import Wars at the local dragway. The sticker price says the Accord is a huge bargain compared to any crossover that would offer this kind of size and performance. This is a car you could keep for 10 years, hand down to your kid, and keep for 10 more. And the 2018 Toyota Camry, base price $24,380, XSE version $35,845, also available as a 52 mile per gallon hybrid. On the 2018 Honda Accord, the base price is $24,460, sport version $26,670, and is available with a 6-speed manual. So, that's it for my Storytime Extra for this morning. And again, I like to read articles from this particular magazine, which is Popular Mechanics. And I also want to read articles periodically from any other type of magazine that is going to remind me and my audience that this is a benevolent universe, and we can and do know things. Things are predictable. It is reasonable, rational, and success is to be expected. So tomorrow I'm going to be continuing with Ayn Rand's philosophy, Who Needs It? So until then, thank you very much, and have a good day.